Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Great Ace Attorney Adventures, where people yell at me to not stop recording. I'm sorry. Like I said, with these tutorial trials, it's really difficult for me to figure out, but everyone has started to tell me that this is a long game and the trials are kind of long, so I might need to kind of step it up, as it were. Listen, I'm doing my very best. I will tell you that, like, the problem being is not that I don't want to record for a long time. I do. But I've noticed, like, YouTube tells you when people don't watch a video all the way to its end because it's too long. And that happens a lot with anything that's over 45 minutes. And then they push it to the bottom of the list because YouTube likes to, that's how it works. They just like to do that. They're like, nope. If you don't finish it all the way, then there's a big detriment to everything. And now I don't want it to all be about that, but it is kind of all about that. Anyway, we're here. I'm going to push this one as long as I can because I want to get to the bottom of this. We're about to cross-examine this lady yet again. In the last one, we found out that she can actually speak probably almost perfect Japanese. Who would have thought? I had a feeling that had to have happened because how could she be here and study otherwise? Anyway, it just kind of solidifies the fact for me that she's sussy and she holding something back, so we gotta find out what it was. Finally, we're gonna hear her words on it. Let's see what it's all about. Things are getting interesting, Ryunosuke. You're telling me, though. I want to see. I'm telling you she did it. We can't have a good-looking woman in here. We know the victim's death. All right, tell me about that. Unfortunately, I have no idea when the poor man burnt up his wrist like that. When the waiter brought my steak, the professor and I raised our glasses in a toast. As far as I've heard, the post-mortem report showed no other possible cause of death besides the gunshot. Oh, is that right? As far as you heard, huh? Is you privy to all that? If there's some other way a man's life can have been taken without leaving a trace, please do show me. Ma'am, there's a bunch of ways a man's life can be taken without leaving a trace. A heart attack? Anaphylactic shock, poison. I mean, there's a couple of things that could happen to a person where they could just die. A stroke. Some kind of diabetic incident? I'm sure that existed back in Japan. We just don't know enough about it yet. Anyway. But of course, this country's inferior investigative techniques probably wouldn't pick up on it anyway. Oh, shit. You know, for someone studying here, you don't seem to like the country very much. I'm just pointing that out. I mean, you're entitled to your opinion, I guess. It's wrong, though. I don't mean to be rude. That most captivating and beautiful testimony will go down in the Supreme Court's history. What do you mean? She just said that your investigative stuff sucks. She literally just said that. She said Japan sucks. Oh, jeez. Easy does it. I hope that is the last time I will have to sully my lips with the coarse tones of your unbecoming tongue. Ma'am, you don't know shit about my unbecoming tongue. You about to learn. Oh, forgive me. I do hope I haven't insulted anyone. No, of course they're gonna kiss her ass, because of course they are. Not at all, not at all. It is a delight merely to hear you speak, dear lady. And it seems very clear from your testimony that this boorish talk of the victim's burn is utterly irrelevant. I can't tell if they're just being Japanese polite or if they're just kissing her ass because she's a pretty white lady. I can't tell which. Anyway, ma'am, you gotta fix that attitude. I don't like it. I will be speaking to your country's Minister of Justice about what has happened here today. Oh, yeah, okay, you do that. Why would he give a shit about what you have to say? It's not like you're a political person. The Minister of Justice? May that irritating little bully of a student be given the harshest punishment possible. Oh, so you talking about me, girl? Amen. We ain't in church. Don't worry about that. Ryunosuke, don't you even worry about that lady. Oh, is that a prayer? Listen, I don't know, dude. I don't know what's happening. Well, you'll have to forgive the irritation, Miss Brett, and put up with a cross-examination now. Yeah, ma'am, I got a lot to ask, and I think a short time to do it in. I expect you've noticed that this little bully of a student, as you put it, is my lover. That's right. Doesn't miss much. That is true. We've kind of been on it this whole time. Are you worried? You should be. Also, I am his lover. That is true. Now the court knows it was written down in the testimony, and now it's legal. I'm sure I don't need to remind you, counsel, that this will be your final cross-examination in this trial. Oh, okay, so we gotta find it now.
If you fail to demonstrate any problems with this witness's testimony, I will be ruling on the case immediately. Is that clear?
Crystal. All right. Don't worry. Oh boy. Bro, it's okay. Listen, if you gotta do that to wake up, then let's do it, but we're all right. Look at Ryunosuke's standing up a lot better right now, isn't he? He's standing tall. He doesn't look so crazy. He's getting there. He's getting there. Yes, Your Excellency.
Then you may proceed with the cross-examination.
Okay. I'll do that. Thank you. Thank you for your hospitality. The victim's death. All right. Unfortunately, I have no idea when the poor man burnt up his wrist like that. I'm sure this is nothing, but again, yes! You know how we do. Let's see if anything leads us anywhere. But his hand was on the searing hot plate for at least 3 whole seconds. You can't not have noticed. Do you think so? Let me ask you something. Sorry? Ever since I arrived at this courtroom, and even still now, the fly on those unsightly black trousers of yours have been wide open. Wait, mine? Oh. Wait, why are you looking? Maybe it was for you. It wasn't. It was for Kazuma, actually. You can't not have noticed, can you? Is it really? First of all, how can you see? I'm standing behind a podium. Was it really? Yo, that just means she be looking. That just means you was looking at my crotch the minute you came in here. For what? Dang, you like me with Danganronpa people. What fun. You hadn't realized. The dear lady's absolutely right. As your friend, you've embarrassed me as well as yourself, Ryunosuke. Oops. Why is my crotch the topic of discussion? Please, I don't like it. Why didn't you tell me? Dr. Wilson was a true English gentleman. He chose honorable silence over a vulgar scream. Can your tiny brains imagine such a thing? You're gonna tell me that he didn't scream out because he was British? Man, people still feel pain. That's stupid.
Oh yes, I think my tiny brain can.
Yes! Listen, this is so ridiculous. Well, I can't. Anyway. Alright, when the waiter brought my steak, the professor and I raised our glasses in a toast, which we only saw one glass, but I guess that's whatever. Yes. Tell me more about this. As you testified before, you were drinking carbonated water, is that right?
Dr. Wilson was only permitted to drink water at that time, if you remember. Which explains why he ordered the drink, correct, waiter?
Exactly as you say, sir. Although? Wait, what was that for? What was that little pause? Whether or not the professor actually drank any of the water when I delivered the steak to the table? I'm afraid I don't remember that. Alright, well, at least you said it. I didn't expect that you would. I mean, who's gonna notice whenever he takes a drink? Damn you.
Oh.
Wait, what was that for? Did he say something important?
I have enough English to understand that, at least. For the benefit of the other court, it means bless you.
No, it doesn't. Your English sucks. It's alright, my Japanese isn't that great. Wakarimasen. Okay, I think it means the exact opposite. Anyway. That doesn't mean this whole trial. Anyway. In cursive, though. As far as I've heard, the post-mortem report showed no other possible cause of death beside the gunshot. I do believe that is true. However... Yes! That doesn't necessarily mean anything because, like, they just said that, like, they don't really go into too much, like, forensics here in Japan at this time. Yes, it's written here in the paperwork. Fatal hemorrhage from ballistic trauma. Yes?
Luckily for all of us, a little burn on the wrist isn't going to kill us. And as there were no other signs of trauma on the victim's body to indicate some other cause of death, it can only have been the bullet from your gun that put an end to this innocent man's life.
Now remember, in the last one, we were still we were mulling it over a little bit, the possibility of the man having been dead before he was shot. So now we're trying to figure out, could there have been anything else that could have taken this man's life? And I'm still trying to think. But it doesn't make sense. The burn must have happened straight away, when the plate was first brought to the table by the waiter. Yes, that is true. If it had cooled even slightly, it wouldn't have been able to make a burn like that. And if the victim burnt his wrist on the hot plate as soon as it was brought out from the kitchen, then he must have already been dead at that point.
Objection!
I agree with that.
And yet, the fact is that the victim was killed by a gunshot to the chest. Until you're able to show the court evidence to disprove that, this is a complete waste of time.
What are we gonna do?
I concur. Prosecutor Ouchie is right.
Ugh. Man. Okay, think. There's gotta be something. There's gotta be a clue here. If there's some other way a man's life can be taken without leaving a trace, please do show me. Okay?
Yes!
Tell me more about your thoughts on it. Without leaving a trace? If someone is shot or strangled or stabbed or thrown from a height, however a person's life is taken, there are always telltale traces on the body.
Quite right, dear lady. And as our police force has thoroughly examined the body of the deceased, there can be no doubt. Isn't that right, Inspector Hosonaga?
My thoughts is that she's using the quote-unquote advantage of the Japanese police not investigating as much as maybe English police might do at this time to cover something up, but how do we find it? She's obviously alluded to it. That's got to be important. As I've said, I always aim for a flawless investigation. Okay, but you have already messed up a couple of times, bro. Like, literally, the fucking Japanese detectives aren't beating the allegation. There would be physical traces with all of those causes of death. That's why I'm thinking it's something else. We just have to come up with it. Maybe there's some other way of killing someone that doesn't leave a mark. There's a couple, like I said. Honestly, I'm worried about what I'm thinking. If, heaven forbid, you doubt me, young man, you're going to have to tell everyone how exactly you think the professor did lose his life. What do we know that he's done? He couldn't eat, right? He couldn't eat. Could she have slipped him something? The only thing he might have had is water. What if there was something slipped in the water? That's what I'm thinking. Wouldn't that be another reason for her to steal a glass? What if there was traces of something in the glass? Remember, there were supposed to be two. She said she took one. So maybe they only investigated the one. If she did slip him something in the glass, is it too far? Is it too soon to fucking say this? But what else could it be? Otherwise, I'm afraid your argument falls rather flat, doesn't it? Nothing flat about you, honey. I'm looking.
Oh no, perish the thought calling such a sweet young lady's innocence into question. On my honor, I, Takatsuchi Ochi, will cut down any who dare cast such aspersions.
Bro, she ain't gonna sleep with you. Sit the heck down. A way of killing someone that leaves no trace.
We need some evidence to back us up here.
Yes, evidence. I might be onto something, but how do we prove what I just said? We don't have the glass, we don't have anything. Of course, this country's inferior investigative techniques probably wouldn't pick up on it anyway. That's what I'm wondering, why she's alluding to this, which makes me think that she's using this to her advantage, doesn't it?
Yes!
That's what I'm thinking. Inferior? What do you mean by that? Time to get offended. In the lands of the Great British Empire, the police store everything found at a crime scene for later examination. But in this country, you investigate once, and that's the end of it. Isn't that so?
Quite right. La Carnival is open for business as usual today, just days after the incident.
I don't know if that's anything to be proud of. Exactly, which means that even if the investigation takes a different direction— Whoa, what happened? Hello? Vital evidence may be lost. What? Oh, he's got a bubble. I'm trying to click on it. Nothing is happening. Hi? What happened there? God, that jump scared me. That cough. Holy crap. Something she said just set him off. It doesn't even occur to your naive detectives to try to preserve the crime scene. I'm trying to be as tactful about this as I can. You understand? Ma'am.
Aha, killer blow. The lady is as formidable as she is beautiful.
Oh, brother. She insulting you right to your face and you don't give a crap. Honestly, get some fucking self-respect, man. Amazing. He's actually admitting our police may be flawed. Perhaps Prosecutor Ouchie is finally starting to see sense. Yeah, but not in the way we'd hoped.
I very much doubt that.
Oh. Still, there's something about what Ms. Bress just said. There was a moment before And something didn't seem quite right. You think? God, that startled me. You alright over there, boy? Please don't die in here. Holy shit. I still don't know how I feel about you yet. You gotta stick around so I can form an opinion. Alright, really? You alright? So wait, that was the end of the testimony though. I didn't see anything. Shit, did I miss?
What do you think, Ryunosuke?
Maybe this will lead me. I think it's going terribly. No matter how much I press her, I'm not turning up any new information. What do we do?
Yes, as I suspected, she's a tough witness.
She sure is.
We need to find a way to break her testimony or the cross-examination will be over.
But that would mean I have to find a way. There must be some clue somewhere to help us find a chink in her armor. Kazuma.
What, Ryunosuke?
There is one thing I noticed, something that's been bothering me. What's that, Ryunosuke? Was it the cough just now?
Bothering you? You mean about Miss Brett?
Actually, no. About him. Yeah, because he kind of interrupted all of it, didn't he? About the person standing next to her. Inspector Hosonaga.
The detective?
Yes. He seemed to react a little strangely to Miss Brett's last statement. It did definitely throw him for a loop, didn't it? We didn't see that before. I was wondering if it might be significant. If it might present an opening, maybe?
We need to present openings later, not right now. Just kidding, we do. Alright, I have an idea. Try pressing her on that last statement one more time.
Oh, if you think so, but I don't have anything to present, though.
But this time, instead of targeting the woman herself, let's see what we can get out of the detective.
I did try to do that. I did try to, like, scroll over, but maybe it wouldn't let me because this is, like, the tutorial for whatever's about to happen here. This might... Oh, is this gonna be, like, a new, like, gimmick for the trial, perhaps? Alright, let's see. Alright, I wonder what Kazuma's thinking. I don't know, but let's try it. I'll find out soon enough, I suppose. Once I press Miss Brett on her last statement again.
So are we gonna come around now?
Yes, okay. So can we go opposite? Does it let us? No, some of these just don't do that. Some let you go all the way around from the start, but no. Okay, as far as I've heard, blah, blah, blah. If there's some other way a man's life can be taken. But of course, this country's inferior investigative techniques probably wouldn't pick up on it anyway, so this is what we want. Okay, so press this again.
Yes!
Inferior? What do you mean by that? Oh, it's really gonna do the same dialogue? She's not gonna notice? I guess we had that talk and we went back to the future or something. In the lands of the Great British Empire, the police store everything found at a crime scene for later examination. Right, this is what she said. But in this country, you investigate once and that's the end of it, isn't that so? Ew, this is like Groundhog Day. It's weird that we don't have different dialogue, even though we literally already heard this. Like, it's not just like pressing something again for the heck of it. Like, we literally got to... Oh, yeah. Okay. Now, how do I'm clicking stuff. How do I get there? Oh, here we go. Yes, there it is again. The detective's reaction is just the same as before. Why?
Up until now, the detective has been in the stand with Miss Brett as her interpreter. But things are very different now. For this testimony, the detective is just listening to what the Englishwoman has to say.
That is true.
This could be a golden opportunity.
What do you mean?
When people are actually testifying, they're usually very careful not to let anything slip. However, when they're listening to someone else speak, you'll find that they often let their guard down.
Oh, I see. Oh, this might be a tell for like a gimmick or something that we'll have to look for. You're right, look at him. He's lost in his own thoughts.
It's time to pursue the man in his train of thought.
Pursue? How do I do that? Is that what we're calling the gimmick, perhaps?
I'll explain how to do it now, Ryunosuke. It's all to do with the witness marker.
What marker? The one that we can see, but you can't.
At the moment, we're focused on Miss Brett, who's the person actually making the current statement.
This is why they have we're gonna have doubles a lot, aren't we? Yeah, this is why, and not just the interpreter part, which I thought maybe was the only reason, since we don't see this very often in Ace Attorney. But no, this is actually gonna be a gimmick, I feel. You have to kind of switch between. That's pretty cool. All right. Oh, you slide back and forth. I see it. I see.
By moving the marker left and right with A and D, you can turn your attention to other people in the stand. While you're looking at the other witnesses, you'll be able to pursue them with spacebar. If you can catch the person at just the right time, you might uncover some new information to pursue.
Oh, I see. Okay, I'll try it.
If you ever notice a strange atmosphere amongst the people in the stand, take a good look around.
This is cool.
All right then. So first move the marker and then focus on the detective. Then pursue him and see what's on his mind. Here we go.
Got you.
Okay, okay, yeah. I'm doing it. Look around. There we go. It just needed a minute. So you can see that she's talking, and now
Excuse me.
Excuse me!
That was a cute excuse me.
What the?
You're right, boy. Oh my goodness, I'm sorry. Jeez.
I don't want to kill the man. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to shock you. He really was lost in his thoughts, deeply.
He sure was.
You look like you were thinking something just now, Inspector. Perhaps having heard what the lady next to you had to say?
I think it rattled him definitely about the detective work, don't you?
If there's something you'd like to say, please share it with the court.
Objection!
What is the meaning of this?
Don't worry about it, Sweaty. Shveddy.
It's the delightful Englishwoman who's testifying at the moment.
Don't worry about it. He's up there. I can talk to him.
If you can't find fault with her testimony, then the cross-examinations should be over immediately.
Oh, is that how it works? Absolutely not.
Eh?
Yeah, slam it.
The detective is in the stand, which makes him a valid witness.
Yes, not to mention the fact that he's intimately involved in the case. Ooh.
Me too. Inspector Hosonaga? Yes. Do you have something to add in relation to the statement just made by Miss Brett?
Come on, man. She's throwing you under the bus. You don't have to protect her, bro. If you got something to say, say it. Don't let her get away with this. I think you know something.
Well, yes, if you don't mind. I would like to speak.
Here we go. Okay, here we go.
Oh, you mad? Don't worry about it, I'll get to you. The lady is right. Our country's police practices are not as modern as those used in Great Britain. Which is why I, Satoru Hosonaga, always strive to make every investigation I'm involved in flawless. What do you really mean by that? I'll tell you what I mean. I won't have evidence lacking on my watch.
Oh, he's taking this so personal, which he should.
I'm not afraid to take everything I can from the scene of the crime. It's preserving evidence, you see.
Did you take something? You have something to show.
I don't care if they call me a crime scene thief. I'm not ashamed of what I've done.
Oh boy, okay. What did you do?
A crime scene thief?
What did you take?
Well, it looks like the lady's remarks touched a nerve there.
Sure does.
What's that? Take this, for example.
Oh, she noticed. Okay, what's a bottle of wine? Bottle of something?
Is that... This is the bottle of carbonated water that I took to the victim's table on the day in question. And yes, it's lost all of its fizz, having been opened 3 days ago now. But it was carbonated water. I don't care what anyone says.
I don't think we're refuting that.
Yes, there is some left in the bottle. I can see it.
Oh, wait a minute now.
One day our police force will be among the best in the world. The time is coming, I guarantee.
You should be proud of your job, sir. Wait, what does this mean, though?
Something's in there. If something's in there, it's gonna prove what I said already, I bet.
Oh, if that shit was poisoned, it'll be in there.
Oh, wait a minute. I can't say I condone the witness's actions, but I do understand the sentiment. The court will accept the glass bottle of water as evidence.
Oh, we need to look at that immediately. The carbonated water bottle has been entered into the court record. Carbonated water the victim and Miss Brett shared on the day of the murder was on the victim's table. Okay?
Miss Brett, can you confirm that this is indeed the bottle from which you drank on the day of the victim's death?
What are you gonna say to that? Yes, it was that bottle.
What was that about? She seemed to avert her eyes when she answered the...
Oh, yeah, she did that. You know what? That's right, Ryunosuke. You're right about that.
Very well. Counsel, you may resume the cross-examination. 1 second, please. Can we look at that? Okay. Anything of note here? The label is written in a foreign language that I don't recognize. Do you know what it says, Kazuma? I think it's French. This must be very expensive water. Yes, but what does it say? That's what I was asking. Well, then go to France and ask. Yeah, nah, my French is very lacking. Maybe I could give it a try if you told me what it said. You could just say that you don't know. Alright, well, listen, I mean... Can we spin this guy around? Oh, no, wait. Sorry, I did that with the mouse, and that wasn't the right thing to do. Yes, there is some water in it, you can see. There's like a green speck on it. Is it just the same? Can't find anything out of place. Anything like a spot or like something that looks like non-water? Yeah, okay. Yeah, I know I can't read it. I'm assuming this is gonna give us the same. No, it's just the shine. Look, it's all over the place. If I don't see anything that looks like bad water or a spill or like, you know, something weird colored or not yet. I wonder if we're gonna have to get goaded into that or not, or maybe something else. All right, we're resuming. Inspector will kindly control his fervor.
I mean, he can't help it. He's like dying or something. Give the guy a break. Unfortunately, I have no idea when the per man birth is. Okay, well, now we're back to the start, though. Now we're back to the start. Okay, let me go through again and see. When the waiter brought my steak, the professor and I raised our glasses in a toast. What do we have now? We have the bottles. So the bottle's obviously to be used on one of these. We gotta find it. Postmortem report should no other possible cause of death besides a gunshot. If there's some other way a man's life can be taken without leaving a trace, please do show me. I'm gonna do it. This man was probably poisoned or something. Or there was something in it he was allergic to.
Yes!
No way. Let's go. They didn't allude to it, but it's the only other thing we got, and since we got it, it was obvious we had to use it.
What's this? The bottle of water?
Actually, there is one method of killing a man without leaving a trace that comes to mind. I think you know what it is, don't you, dear? Guys, I don't know if you follow any kind of tropes. Read books, old stuff. You know what they used to say about poison? Poison was a woman's weapon of choice. Back in the medieval days, they used to say that all the time. Now, I don't know if they said it in the Meiji era or like the Sherlock Holmes era, but you know what? I think they actually might have done. Someone can chime in if they know. Poison has always been considered a woman's weapon. So I should have known this beforehand. Obviously, I'm referring to poison.
Poison?
On the day of his death, we know that Dr. Wilson drank from this bottle of carbonated water. Could it be that there was poison inside? Oh no, so he didn't think about that because he's surprised now. She doesn't say anything. Could it be that the professor actually died after taking a sip from his glass? Oh boy. Oh boy.
Order, order!
Slam it! And on that day, who was sitting at the same table as the professor and able to slip the poison into his drink? There's only one person who could have possibly done it. Without proof, this isn't gonna go very far, is it? Josiah Brett, it was you! Ma'am, are you good?
Objection!
No, she didn't say shit.
This is outrageous to suggest such a thing without a scrap of evidence.
I knew that was gonna happen, because what evidence do we have? Can we test it? Can we do something?
You little rookie imbecile, have you even considered the delicate situation our country finds itself in now? Have you forgotten that we only just signed an accord of friendship?
Man, you're acting like they're about to bomb you or something. And then sit down. We gotta get to the bottom of this. So just because you want to be friends with them, you're gonna let frickin' criminals run amok in here? That's crazy.
Have you even the vaguest inkling that your rash accusations could jeopardize the entire treaty?
Objection!
Don't worry about it so much. This is not a political arena. This is a trial to determine one individual's guilt with respect to one crime. Exactly. How much pull could she possibly have? And if she's found guilty, then what?
The fact that this woman is British makes no difference.
We are here to determine the truth. That's right. Facts. Ugh. Spitting facts. If I may.
I will silence you forever for this disgraceful attack on the...
Oh, she just told you to shut up, bitch.
It is you who should be silent.
Girl, get him. I'll allow it.
Of course. Dear lady!
Where did that come from? She just snapped. Oh, here she goes. Are the gloves coming off? Let's have it, girl.
I'm afraid I may have spoken unfairly before. I offer my most humble apologies.
Nah, you can't take it back now. She's trying to deflect. Get out of here. I'm sorry, my lady. To what are you referring?
I described your police force as inferior, but no matter how inferior they may be, you still investigated this particular point thoroughly, I believe. The bottle, I mean, Inspector, and whether it contained poison or not.
Did you?
Did you already test it?
Of course. Oh, shit, he did? Uh-oh. You did? Have you forgotten what my guiding principle is already?
Well, yeah, but you fucked up so many times, I thought it was a joke.
I strive for a flawless investigation every time.
I don't believe it.
Naturally, we tested the inside of the bottle and its contents.
Oh, shoot.
And what did you find, Inspector? I ordered tests for every toxin that's available in this country at the present time.
In this country, though, he said. What about?
We could find no trace of poison of any description in the bottle of carbonated water. Wait, but he just said it. Comments, did you see that?
In this country? What if England has something different?
What? Are you sure?
It's probably very likely that they do have different poisons. You know, they have different plants, different everything, right? Different environment.
Tests were meticulously carried out by the chief coroner himself.
No, my bra! Oh shit, my undies. That's gotta be it. That's gotta be it, though. I'm very grateful to all you Japanese. You've successfully established my complete innocence in this horrid affair. Thank you.
Oh, this ain't over.
But of course, my dear lady, the pleasure was all ours.
Oh no, Ryunosuke, don't give up.
I was so sure. This can't be right. Everything falls into place if he was poisoned.
That's what I thought too. Shoot, I felt so smart there for a minute. It's gotta be the whole thing of England. They might have a different poison that we don't know about.
Thank you, counsel. I think that cross-examination has clarified everything. Uh-oh. As the prosecution have asserted, a shot to the chest from this gun is the only conceivable cause of death. Furthermore, the accused, who by his own admission was holding this weapon, is the only possible culprit.
I'm done for. No, Ryunosuke! There's gotta be something we can do.
The court wishes to apologize to the great inconvenience that this has caused you, Miss Brett.
Oh no. I'm just glad the matter is resolved.
Before proceeding, I must ask the counsel for the defense. Do you have any further new evidence to present to the court at this point?
I don't think we do. Oh no, this is bad.
Kazuma.
I don't think we do. He's sweating too. Uh-oh.
I'm sorry, Ryunosuke. I have nothing more.
Well, if you'll excuse me now, I really must be leaving.
Ma'am, did you just get away with it? Ain't no way.
Hold it! Who's that? Hello? That was a lady's voice. Who? Where? You! Hello?
We still don't know who she is.
Please, wait. It's her. Isn't that...
What is the meaning of this?
Forgive me for intruding on court proceedings, Your Excellency. Susato Mikotoba, Judicial Assistant to the Defense.
Mikotoba!
Is it his daughter, then?
She does look young. I think I said mom and dad before, but maybe I was wrong. In my darkest hour, with nowhere left to go, she appeared like a bolt of lightning. And in her hand, she carried a small package wrapped in a furoshiki cloth.
What is it?
Who is it? What are we doing? When will then be now? Oh, shoot, I did mess up, didn't I? Although I wouldn't have made it to this point in the last episode because, like, we were already at, what, like 40 minutes? And then this has already taken 35. So, unfortunately, the best thing to do, even though this is going to be shorter, and I know you guys told me to step it up, what we'll do is we'll make this one save here,
And then since there's going to be probably the last part of the trial, if I had to guess, we're just going to plow through that one. I'll go as long as humanly possible so that we can get to the bottom of it. Oh my gosh, but this is about to get so exciting. I can't wait. I'm going to start the next recording right away. Guys, thank you so much for watching, especially if you're watching all the way to the end. I appreciate it so much, more than you know. Thank you for hitting that like button. Thank you for subscribing. It helps so much. Thank you for hitting that bell notification so you know when new videos are out. And for all the wonderful comments you guys leave. I read every single one. I will see you guys soon in the next episode. Take care. Toodaloo.